101010 is the plan.
The Matrix offers a glimpse into the path set out for all things in this world. The Matrix of Prescience Ultima's calculations are regular today.
Good morning! Is work going well today, Master Diviner?
I am extremely busy of late. If you have something to ask of me, do not delay. You were about to say something along the lines of, how did you know I wanted to ask something? But then you remembered who you were talking to and decided not to bother, correct? Of course. I run a dozen hexagrams before I even get around to breakfast. The results are never far wrong. Today's divinations threw up some unexpected complications. The hexagrammatic position was facilitating between the water and heaven trigrams. The Matrix of Prescience gave the following interpretation. You will have 3 uninvited guests. This is ultimately auspicious.
Ultimately auspicious. Wow, sounds pretty good to me. Seems like we really were destined to meet today then. You know, I see you've been using the Matrix of Prescience to divine into Kafka's past. Well, I have a similar request.
I see. You wish to use the Matrix to relive the past and awaken parts of your memory? Viable in principle, but whether the Matrix is truly capable of achieving this result remains to be seen.
I knew it. Things are never simple, are they?
Kafka's situation was different. I feel I must explain in detail the principles behind the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon to avoid any misunderstandings. The Matrix of Prescience does not allow one to remember anything. It merely collects data in order to infer past events, in the same way that future events are inferred. Just as Realm-Keeping Commission officers collect forensic evidence to recreate the scene of a crime, there are materials from which we can infer the past. These may be items related to the experience, or memories of the people involved. Miss March's predicament is very different from Kafka's situation, because she doesn't remember what happened in her past. I am no medical professional, but fortunately I'm very fond of reading. We understand that there are two types of memory loss. One, where the memories remain dormant, floating around in the unconsciousness unable to be awakened. And another that involves direct erasure of memories from the brain.
Who would do such a horrible, mean thing?
Why don't we try using the Matrix of Prescience to determine which situation pertains to Miss March? Let's begin then by preparing the requisite inference materials. Miss March, your memory is unreliable. To guarantee the Matrix's accuracy, you'll have to provide something related to your past experience. Anything will do. When you're ready, come and find me in the Matrix core.
The diviner said I need to provide something from my past experiences. What should it be? How about a Xianzhou souvenir?
So, have you acquired something from your past? As a nameless, surely you must have souvenirs from your journeys that could evoke memories.
I've got lots. It's just, I don't know what to choose.
Something related to your work. Good.
One of my fondest memories on the Xianzhou.
No comment. I happen to prefer Star Taro bubble tea.
So shiny and pretty. I picked up this little guy in Belobog's underworld. They've got loads of it down there. I just chipped off a tiny piece.
I can understand a young girl's fondness for glittering gemstones.
Proof that I boarded the express. The conductor gave me this.
Memories from the Astral Express? That should do the trick. Is that it? Miss March, are you not able to provide possessions from before you lost your memory?
Before I lost my memory? So, something I don't remember getting? Even then, I couldn't be sure it was from before I lost my memory, right?
It may be strange to you, but to infer the past, I need materials that were pertinent at that time. Could you try recalling some memories again?
From before the memory loss. Before the express. I'm sorry, Master Diviner. When Himiko found me in the ice, I was stark naked, like a newborn baby. I didn't have any items with me. And before you ask, no, I don't have any of that ice lying around. It melted away not long after I was rescued. Oh yeah! You sure are a smart cookie. My six-phased ice ability must date from before the memory loss. Master Diviner, any ice I create should do, right?
It should indeed. I'll have someone place the material in the base of the terminal of the Matrix. Miss March, please position yourself in the Matrix core. We may begin our inference whenever you are ready. The Matrix has clear diagnostics. Miss March, are you ready yet?
I'm pretty sure I should be. Almost kinda ready to go.
Please be prepared. Not all memories are suitable for reawakening. People carry with them much pain and suffering. If you're not ready, we can pause the inference process. I would never wish for good intentions to result in harm.
I'm okay. Let's do it. Only way to find out is to give it a go.
Very well. I will soon connect you to the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, where the Matrix will read your memories and guide you back into your past. If you reach a block in your memory, the Matrix will use the data gathered to derive a scenario and construct a possible past for you.
Got it. Oh, can he join me too?
I'm sorry. That would be highly inadvisable. You form the nexus of the Matrix's inference. He would only introduce redundant data to the system. In other words, inside the memory palace that the Matrix constructs, the only person you'll be able to count on is yourself. Don't worry. I can communicate with you from outside the Matrix and manipulate the recollection process to a certain extent. Let's begin. The Matrix of Prescience has reconstructed your past. Before you is a space generated from the memories and items you provided as raw materials. Are you okay, Miss March?
My head is spinning.
As expected. Most individuals feel nauseous after being presented with the dizzying excess of information provided by the Matrix.
I must be seeing things. Why are there two Fushens here?
Your eyes are working just fine. One of the Fushwens is a projection of me which allows us to communicate with each other at all times. The other Fushuen indicates that I existed during this part of your experience.
What experience is this? It looks like the healer's market.
Unless I'm mistaken, this must be the time we broke into the Alchemy Commission.
Really? That can't be right. I remember there were lots of Cloud Knights in the plaza.
Well, this is just a Matrix inference, remember? Distortions are possible. Although the scale of this distortion is surprising. Try communicating with the Fushuen you see over there. We should hear what the Master Diviner has to say. Where do you think you're going?
Fuxuan, is that you?
Wrong, Fuxuan. Talk to the other one.
Miss Fuxuan, is that you?
If we want to resolve the Stellaron crisis, we must refine the question. What is the crux of the problem? Generally, it is believed that when one seizes on the crux of a problem, the problem will split open like bamboo on the edge of a knife. Nobody could have foreseen the catalyzing effect of the Stellaron in the ambrosial arbor. As the ancients said, blessings bring about misfortune and vice versa. Nature has its own algorithm, and it is precisely when fate wins betwixt blessing and misfortune that I, a master diviner of masterful proportions, am called on to save the people of the Luofu.
What the heck is she talking about? Master Diviner, did you actually say that at the time? I can't remember.
It would appear that in Miss March's estimation, I'm somewhat of a blabbermouth.
No. I've always seen you as a masterful Master Diviner.
Despite the obvious distortions in this experience, the base materials from which it is composed are taken from your actual memory. There is no falsehood here. In other words, your subconscious mind thinks that I talk in tongue twisters.
It's mainly just that I can't always comprehend the lofty ideals and, principles you discuss.
Forget it. Now is not the time for losing one's temper. If the inferred experience is distorted, we should focus on filtering out each distortion one by one. Otherwise, we won't be able to trace your memories back any further.
This is getting a little complicated. Is there a simpler explanation?
Draw your bow and fire an arrow at that Fuxuan.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
I see through you. Together as one.
Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow! I'm on it.
All things in this world have human creations.
You just don't learn. No other choice but forward. Future will come. I choose you. Trust me. We can do anything. For tomorrow.
My strength isn't what it was.
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come. Cool flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
That freaked me out. I don't like people suddenly deciding to fight me. Now, let's see who's here. Ting Yun, Welt, General Jing Yuan, and also him. I don't have to fight all of them, right? The Master Master Diviner was easy peasy, but I don't think I could take General Jing Yuan.
Easy peasy? The interference factor creating the distortion here should only have one source. That is, the person present who shouldn't be.
So I have to pick someone and clear them of interference?
Exactly. My projection will disappear for the moment so as to not cloud your judgment. If you can hear my voice, then it means I'm watching over you.
You're the best, Master Diviner.
I hope the best version of me can overwrite the gloriously absurd version that lives in your subconsciousness.
The person present who shouldn't be. Who could that be? General, hello! General? General Jing Yuan? Jing Yuan? What's his deal? Who falls asleep standing up anyway?
This is clearly your subconscious projecting onto the General.
I remember now. The General wasn't there when we broke into the Alchemy Commission. Looks like we found the source of our distortion.
March 7th.
You scared me! Why'd you wake up so suddenly?
Are you not satisfied with your life as it is?
I'm satisfied.
Then why are you obsessing over the past?
Thinking while fighting, and fighting while thinking. I'm sure you do the same.
General, hello! General? General... what's his...
This is
I remember...
March 7th.
You...
Are you not... Then why are you
Step onto the board. I see through you. To the defeated, oblivion. Your downfall is absolute.
Look, the show. With this divine power, I reforge all things. Something out of nothing. To the soul, insanity. Finish the move. Future will come!
A bloody fight. A quick divination.
Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow! To the soul!
No matter. If all is black or white, there'd be no charm. I see through you. Together as one. Flailing beast.
Future will come! For tomorrow! Insanity!
It came together.
Scorpions consume me. Hail the new dawn! So without substance. Empty shell.
What is that?
I know what this is. It's a Bellabog heater. Wait a minute. What's a Bellabog heater doing at the healer's market?
Looks like part of one experience has infiltrated another. A foreign object, so to speak.
A foreign object? That sounds like a medical issue. Will it require surgery?
No. I believe the object is a sign of the Matrix purging distortion. It has managed to trace back to another one of your experiences. Make contact with the object. Let's see if we can jump over into that experience. Bellabog. I've seen that name somewhere in the astral charts. There are many similar star systems on the Sanzhou trade routes. Unfortunately, all of them lost contact after the appearance of the Antimatter Legion.
Yeah, Bellabog is a kind of snowy doomsday city. There are heaters like this all over the place. Otherwise, people wouldn't survive. Come on, Master Diviner. I'll give you a whirlwind tour of Bellabog. Is touching a heater a good idea? This thing is red hot. What if my hand turns extra crispy?
It's okay. This is a memory space. If something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory.
Well, I was never beaten up by Jing Yuan in reality either.
Enough of that. Touch it.
Hey, don't pull on my hand. Ow, ow, ow! Hot, hot, hot! What the actual... That thing was flaming hot! You said things that never happened to me in reality couldn't happen here.
I said that if something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory. I didn't say anything about the sensation of injury. So this is Belobog. I was expecting it to be cold.
It's freezing. What? Master Diviner, aren't you cold? I can't stop shivering.
Most likely a result of me never having experienced true cold. I'm afraid you'll have to do the shivering by yourself. On the Luofu, you and I have shared experiences, and so I was able to provide more active assistance. But in Belobog, you'll have to rely on your own judgment to ascertain the source of distortion, and get the foreign object to appear.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Miss March, I have one more thing to ask. Have you ever experienced great suffering?
What? I don't think so. Why are you suddenly asking me that?
Sometimes people forget extreme memories to protect themselves from suffering. Perhaps you didn't notice, but in your memories of the Luofu, everyone you met was either hinting or explicitly stating that you should stop trying to remember. I believe this is most likely your subconscious communicating with you directly. Though, of course, we cannot rule out that external forces may have interfered with your memory. In the latter case, it is possible that someone decided to leave warnings in your subconscious to prevent you from recalling the truth.
Am I really that important to someone? I don't think there's anyone who'd go to all the trouble of locking up my memories.
And yet, memories are precisely what you seek, no? I say this to say one thing. Are you certain you wish to continue exploring your memories?
You said external forces might be messing with my head, right? That just makes me more curious. No one gets away with locking up my memories. Let's go. I'll show you the way to Goethe Hotel.
Very well. I must admit that I'm finding the whole matter more interesting by the minute.
This memory should be from the first day we arrived in Belobog. By the second day, we were wanted criminals already. The person present who shouldn't be. Who could it be?
Miss March, long time no see. Welcome to the Sampo Hotel.
The Sampo Hotel? This is Goethe Hotel.
Was Goethe Hotel. Now it's the Sampo Hotel. In the autumn of his years, old Goethe got too old to run this place, so he handed it down to his most trusted young confidant, Sampo Kuski. And before you get the wrong idea, there was zero trickery involved. This was a cherished agreement between gentlemen. You see, old Goethe and I chose to face the future instead of clinging to memories of the past. You should do the same, March.
This blue-haired fellow has an air of deceit about him every time he opens his mouth.
You don't need a jade abacus to get a feel for Sampo.
The tea service at Goethe Hotel is first class, especially this Whale Tide Spring. They say that an architect once used the preservation's power to make camellias bloom on the snow plains, and that this tea is made from those leaves.
Whale Tide Spring. Isn't that a variety of Xianzhou tea?
My brain must be filling in the blanks. Probably because I never drank any famous tea in Belobog.
Ugh, so bitter! Yuck! Bitter tea is good for your health. Ugh, bitter is bitter. If it tastes like that, it doesn't really matter how good for you it is. There's an old saying in Belobog, blessed is he who can eat the bitterest of bitter.
These experiences are becoming increasingly distorted.
Seems like my subconscious mind has no talent for screenwriting.
I'm not sure your conscious mind does either.
I'm not denying it. Long time no see, Zila.
March? Long time no see. How's everything been going since you left Belobog? The Express never looked back. It headed straight for the other end of the galaxy, because that was its fate. The same goes for us. We can't return to the past. March, don't dwell on the past. It won't do you any good. Trust me.
Got it? Thanks.
These warnings are ongoing. The situation is becoming stranger by the minute.
It sure is. Let's press on and see what awaits. I remember our second day in Belobog was mostly us being hunted down by Silvermane guards. We didn't meet Zila until way later. Which means Zila shouldn't be appearing in this memory. She's the source of the interference.
In which case, we must eliminate her.
Seems like you don't trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's just...
An answer is not required. She's merely a mirage hindering your progress.
I understand. Let's do this.
Victory now rests in my hand. Step onto the board. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
All things in this world.
Human creations!
Something out of nothing. Insanity. No other choice but forward. For tomorrow. I'm fine.
Press the attack.
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come for tomorrow.
What's this? Let me see. Developed on Herta Space Station.
Seems like this must be the foreign object. The next experience should be meeting him for the first time. Herta Space Station.
Shame we didn't get to see the stunning vistas of the snow plains. This hotel lobby must have left a deep impression on you.
Well, waking up after a great sleep in a comfy bed to find out you're a wanted criminal tends to leave a deep impression. Let's move on to the next stop. The last stop. Let's go.
So long as you're ready.
I'll take a monitor over a red-hot heater any day.
March, wake up. We have to hurry.
Huh? Are we going? What about Miss Fuxuan?
Fuxuan? Who's that? And there's no time for daydreaming. The space station is in crisis.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me. Asta said that the Stellaron is stored in that room up ahead. And I'm guessing the Legion might also be interested in its whereabouts.
I know this memory. This is before we met him. Dan Heng, where are you? Master Diviner, can you hear me? Darn it, something must have gone wrong. What am I gonna do? Why did Miss Fuxuan pick the scariest time to vanish?
March, I'm getting more and more evidence that your memories have suffered interference. But I don't know where from.
Looks like I'll have to do it by myself this time.
March 7th, one of the nameless aboard the Astral Express. After being picked up by Himiko, she was freed from the six-phased ice in which she was encased. She lost all memory of the past. Because she had no past to speak of, she was an eon, and eons have no past. From the moment they ascend, the past and future of their existence becomes inundated by their path. March 7th's mistake was the loss of the authority of the eons.
Could it be? That never even occurred to me. But I guess it's not impossible.
March, leave your memories in the past. Why do you insist on returning to them? If they were so important to you, wouldn't you have remembered them? The moment a nameless boards the Express, a new life begins. We set out on a new road, never to return. Explore, trailblaze, but do not dwell in the past. You'll tarnish the reputation of the nameless.
Enough! You're not him! Nothing like him! He would never try and force me to give up something so important to me. I don't care who you are. Disappear right now and let me pass. And don't you ever pretend to be one of my friends again.
you.
No other choice but forward. For tomorrow! Insanity!
Victory now rests in my hands.
This divine power, I reforge all things!
A bloody fight. It came together. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute. All things human creations.
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come! What's the matter? To the soul!
If all is black or white, there'd be no charm. Press the attack.
No other choice but forward. Tomorrow! Future will come! I'm just a frail... Insanity!
Weren't there coordinates sent out from the space station? Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
This is the first time we met him, but he isn't here. Who are you? I don't remember you.
I am a messenger of the Garden of Recollection. Miss March, please refrain from looking back upon your past. Leave the matrix of prescience and return to reality. The past is not worth exploring. It will only hurt you.
You're the one who needs to leave. I'm not letting this go.
The Garden of Recollection? Did the Glow Swader send you? Are you the one meddling with my observations? What do you want with this girl? No matter the nature of your intentions, stealing others' memories like this, deceiving them, blinding them. I cannot allow that to happen.
You leave me no choice but to resort to unconventional means.
Miss March, this might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to enter your memory world and help you clear out any obstacles.
Without risk, how does one expect... Come now, step onto the board.
Allow me to make a divination. Converge and awaken!
The new world will arrive! Look. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things! Sink into insanity!
No matter. The weight of victory now rests in my... Press the attack.
The Omniscia sees through information. In accordance! Yin and yang, life and death. No matter.
For the next tomorrow! I have it under control. As you can see, I'm fine.
If the world was all black or white, it would lose a bloody fight to the end.
Allow me to make a divination.
To the defeated,
In the name of law, I declare your downfall is absolute. All things in this world, yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations!
Don't stop. Finish them off. The new world will arrive! For the next tomorrow! Scorching hatred of the old sun's embers. Hail the new world's dawn! The flames in this pot soak themselves. Is that all? I will never yield to such a fate. Quench the flames with blood. Remember this agony. An empty shell. This new sun. Tear open the sky. The scorching hatred. Soul of substance. The flames in this body are an empty shell. I grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
Thanks for your help, Miss Fushuen.
I promised I'd watch over you. Besides, I've been blessed by the Wisdom Walker. I will never tolerate efforts to impede the truth.
That person said she was a messenger. The Garden of Recollection. Why would they come after me?
Many members of the Garden have their own agenda. It's impossible to confirm anything from a cursory introduction. This is the Astral Express, no? It would seem that you're nearing the source. The Matrix of Prescience Ultima should start making further calculations soon. Do you remember where it was exactly that you were discovered?
They set the ice down in one of the passenger cars. It ended up being my room.
Then let's pass through this carriage and find your room.
Dan Heng, let's crack open this ice block. Perhaps we can still save the girl inside.
Be careful not to harm her.
I've got this. Pom-Pom, go and get the first aid kit.
This must be when the crew first found me. I don't remember a thing.
Some memories are buried deep within you. It takes time for them to resurface.
What's going on? How come we're back at the start?
It's the messenger. She's interfering with your movements again.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward. It seemed like that kid was trapped in ice, but the substance doesn't share the same physical properties. How bizarre. The crystals show at least 6 structures under differing conditions. 6 phased ice. The galaxy really is an enigma.
Of course, I hope we can take her in. Or, rather, I can offer a conclusion based on the most basic of moral judgments. Now that we've found her, we have to look after her. But naturally, I'm concerned about whether or not this places the Astral Express in any danger.
The Astral Express welcomes everyone. Don't worry. Do what you feel is right, and Pop-Pom will take care of the rest.
Thanks. I feel more at ease now. I just hope she'll have a good time on the Express and not feel too alienated from the rest of us.
Stop worrying so much. Pop-Pom will say it again. The Astral Express welcomes everyone.
Everyone agreed to take you in. I'm in exile. And by the look of things, you might not have a home to go back to either. But here on the Express, nobody is alone. Himiko said that your vitals were all stable. She just didn't know when you'd regain consciousness.
The Interferer has been thwarting your progress this whole time. Maybe the only way for you to find your past is to take a step back.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. I get it. If I do the exact opposite, I'll find my way out. You're a true genius, March.
As soon as you open this door, the Matrix of Prescience will start calculating your past. Whenever you're ready.
Is this my room? I didn't get a chance to tidy up. Don't judge.
This is your room? That block of ice in the center. Has it always been there?
Ice?
This must be the foreign object. Looks like our exploration has reached its final stage. I will confirm one last time. Are you sure you wish to keep exploring your past?
Yes. I'm sure. Master Diviner?
She is busy running the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
You again? What I do with my past is none of your business. Why do you have to make things so difficult?
Please, trust the Garden of Recollection. Everything I'm doing is for your protection.
You don't protect people by imprisoning them.
We know. If you are truly set on learning about your past, then come with me. I'll show you the origin that you seek. I hope that you will refrain from exploring any further than this. Trust me when I say, nothing good can come of it. There it is, your origin. Your life unfolds from this point on, full of unique experiences and adventure. What happened prior is meaningless to you. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future. The eagle returns from an unsuccessful hunt. The sailor avoids the course they know to be dangerous. And you, my child, should come to learn that the past is just an illusion. But your experiences now will be remembered forever. It is time to say goodbye. Here, a parting gift for you. I look forward to our next encounter.
Wait! Hold on! Miss Fu Xuan, why did the simulation just cut off like that? I don't know. Before I could figure out what was going on, it spat me out.
And the Matrix of Prescience stopped at precisely the same moment. March, I lost sight of you once you touched that block of ice. What happened?
It's kinda hard to explain.
So, that mysterious girl was really a messenger of the Glow Swather?
Glow Swather? You mean Fu Li, the Remembrance? Are they the Eon connected to my past?
No, it's too early to draw such a conclusion. All I can say is that it was very likely an Eon that sealed away your memories. But not necessarily fully. When the messenger spoke of protection, perhaps she meant the following. The Glow Swather wasn't the one who sealed away your memories. They are interfering to shield you from these very memories.
It's not so bad. At least I know it has to do with the Garden of Recollection, right?
It seems like retrieving memories is beyond the operational spectrum of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
That's all right. You've helped me so much already, Master Diviner. I owe you a big one.
If you'll excuse me, I must organize an inspection of the Matrix. Fingers crossed there's no damage done.
We'll leave you to it then. Run. If we broke something, there'll be a huge bill to pay.
I must organize an inspection of the Matrix. Fingers crossed there's no damage done.
The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting.
What is it? Do you need something? There's no signature, and it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Come with me, take the journey.
Thanks, but I don't even know where to start. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
Till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jing Yuan about the Stellaron hunters.
To celebrate, I'll be waiting.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
That won't be necessary. The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I should be apologizing for any damage I caused myself.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Dan Heng, do you recognize the person on the steps?
No. If the General isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the General's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng.
Master Dan Heng. She's asking for you specifically.
Be careful. Don't underestimate her.
When I left the Cienjo, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
Do we know each other?
The answer to that is both yes and no. However, your cold and indifferent tone is identical to the person I knew back then. If my guess is correct, the preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
Imbibitor Lunae's actions affected many. Are you here to set things straight?
I, too, am a criminal. What right have I to deliver punishment? I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends and to fulfill promises I made long. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes. I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling.
I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Luofu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Baihung, the Foxian pilot?
Baihung? I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirit.
My purpose has always been Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Stand down and I'll spare you.
Don't stop. Finish them off. Let's get started.
Don't worry, I'll do it. We can do it all!
Tedious. A blade of moonlight.
My strength is not what it was.
For the next tomorrow!
Good.
Nowhere to run!
The moon shines on the truth. All will be revealed. In lunar flame! A blade of moonlight.
Mountains roar, dragons rise!
Blade fodder.
There's no other choice but to move forward.
New world. All right! Come on. I choose you. I'm fine.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the general forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed, her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few starskiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Starskiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The Starskiff is complete!
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baiheng in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. Imbibitor Lunae, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
The Abundance Emanator, Shuhu, rallied a great army and attacked the Alliance. I read about it in the Shackling prison.
You seem to be interested in learning about your past life. Still, all of that was erased. After Shuhu attacked the borders, he disappeared without a trace. There are no records of his remains either. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baiheng, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in, Imbibitor Lunae. You couldn't accept that Baiheng was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Imbibitor Lunae. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. Baiheng, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you? The moon shines on the truth. Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot. A blade of moonlight.
Don't stop. Finish them off.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
For the next tomorrow!
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lunae. We have all the time in the world. I taste some nuts in the air.
An enemy worthy of your attention is a formidable enemy.
Show me your way of protection, Dux Draconum.
When it comes to the wisdom of war, you alone are the teacher of us all.
I look forward to your performance this time.
The moon shines on the truth. This spear still recognizes you as its master. Another soon-to-be departed. Imbibiter Lunae. Do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame!
Come now, step onto the board.
Remember that. Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Sink into insanity. Look, with this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things!
Blade fodder.
A bloody fight to the end.
As you can see, I have nothing left to say. Straight to the soul.
Is this how it feels to be in...
Immortality means forever.
If the world was all black or white, fight for me.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame! A blade of moonlight.
Secret of the Saints.
Nowhere to run! You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibiter Lunae's. Combat is like smelting. Purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time.
I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
An enemy worthy of your attention is a formidable...
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid in Bibiter Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. Bah, who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look. Your hand! It's freezing! Wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
There's no cure.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Dunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
herbs. It's around here. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Another soon-to-be departed. Fleeting light, roaring flood.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
In lunar flame. A blade of moonlight.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
I choose you.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Breaks over. What's the matter? I have nothing left to say.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
You just don't learn.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Save it for your own skin.
As you can see, I'm just afraid.
Stand down and I'll spare you. Unworthy of my time. Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Remember that. Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Allow me to see you off. Receive divinity.
What's the matter?
Abyss flower, bloom. That which is seized must be repaid.
Look, the show has begun. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things!
Eternal sleep is the dead will return!
Let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment, and the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood, though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend. Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Focus on what's ahead. I'll hold off their attacks.
Show me your way of protection, Dux Draconum.
Where will your commands be directed, Imperator?
Show me your way of protection.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Dunhung, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did? Goodbye for now, Dunhung. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another. Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dunhung.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
I just found this in my pocket. How did it get there? Looks like a light cone. Didn't that weird voice in the Matrix say something about a parting gift? Well, I guess this is it. My origin, huh? I don't know why, but the voice sounded friendly to me. Well, guess I'll keep it then. Jumping through all those hoops in the Matrix was pretty exhausting, but this little gift makes me feel like it was worth it. I'll have to find time to thank Miss Fu Xuan properly. I really owe her one.
turn